story about a woman and her baby. Donna Green was in Atlanta, Georgia, in the Grady Memorial Hospital, giving birth in November of 1978. I believe that is the year. And she gave birth to her second child, her son, Raymond Green, and she was very happy. This was a time where nurseries were used, so her baby was put in a nursery with a whole bunch of other babies so that the mom can get some rest. And when Donna was done getting some rest, she decides to get up and go see her baby. So she's looking at her baby through the glass in the nursery, and some lady walks up to her and she's like, you know, giving small talk, and she's like, yeah, my niece is in there. She's right there. My sister just gave birth to her. Which one's yours? And so Donna doesn't think much of it and is like, yeah, that's my son right there. I just gave birth to. So they're continuing their small talk, and then when Donna was ready to go back to her room, this lady's like, oh, do you mind if I come back with you? I don't want to disturb my sleeping sister. So Donna's like, okay, again, not thinking much of it. And they continue their conversation. They're talking about motherhood and their plans for, you know, the future and stuff like that. And over the course of the next 2 days, you know, Donna starts to think of this lady who calls herself Lisa, starts to think of Lisa as a new friend, as a caring person. And when it's time for Donna to be discharged, the lady happens to be there and is like, oh, well, can I have a ride? Because my ride, they left earlier, so I don't have a ride at the moment. Do you mind if I ride with y'all? And they were like, okay, you know, again, not thinking much of it. So they give her a ride. But Donna's boyfriend drops Donna and Raymond off at their house first, before dropping Lisa off. So Lisa was able to see where they live. They're not thinking anything of it, of course, because it's just a random nice lady. Why would they think something of it? So they drop her off, and then like 3 days later, they get a knock on the door, and guess who? It's Lisa. Not weird at all. But at this time, usually whenever women give birth, it's kind of normal for like people to come by and like check in or bring you food or, you know, help you out with the baby, stuff like that. So she was just thinking of it as, oh, she's just checking on me. That's nice of her. So Donna and her brother are at the house at this time with the baby, and Donna decides, okay, well, since there's like 2 people here that can help with the baby, let me go take a shower. So she goes to take a shower. While that happens, her brother is on the couch. He falls asleep. Before falling asleep, he remembers seeing Lisa with Raymond, and she was just holding him and stuff, and then he drifts off asleep. So since Donna's in the shower, her brother is asleep, Lisa has the baby, she decides, let me just take Raymond out. Let me just take him out for a little joyride. So she wraps him up in his blue blanket, and she goes outside, and she gets in a brown car that is being driven by someone else and drives away with the baby. Doesn't tell anyone. Just takes it just straight. It's a kidnapping. Let's call it what it is. It's a kidnapping. So Donna gets out the shower, and she sees her brother sleeping on the couch, and she's like, where's my baby? As she should. So they're frantically looking for the baby. They go run outside. She's screaming like, where's my baby? Blah, blah, blah. And one of the neighbors outside said, oh, well, I saw some lady that was holding a baby wrapped in a blue blanket get into a brown car and drive off. And she was like, yeah, that was definitely my baby. And unfortunately, that was the last time that anyone has ever seen this Lisa woman, because she didn't even exist. She filed a report with the police. The police didn't do much because, it's Atlanta, Georgia. It's a young, poor black woman whose baby just got kidnapped. They don't think, oh, we need to all hands on deck this thing. So yeah, they don't really do much to help the case. There was only one news article about the whole thing, like in its entirety. There was only one little tiny sliver of a news article on this. No help was done whatsoever. They looked up her name. The last name on the baby's thing that she pointed to was Morris. So, like at the nursery. So they looked up Lisa Morris. Does not exist in Atlanta. Does not exist. So they couldn't find her. So no one has seen her or Raymond Green since that day. And he was only 5 days old. 5. He was 5 days old. They don't even have a picture of him. They had to, like, how they do the face thing with the whatever. Yeah, they had to do all that and try to make facial features based off of hers and the dad's and the sisters and stuff like that. And they've done an age progression to show over the years how old he would look at this, or how he would look at this age and stuff like that. And so this guy is mind-blowing to me, because this guy could very well still be out here and alive, because like he would only be in his late 30s or early 40s, so he could very well still be alive, of course. And he just has no idea that he was abducted. He has no idea that his real name is Raymond Green. He has no idea that his real mother is Donna Green.